Choose what chooses you. Everything we need to reach our destination is already in our presence. In today's video, I wish to make clear to the viewer that's watching this why choosing what chooses you is the way to go. And why when you go against that, you create so many problems in your life. Let's get into it. First, I want to explain the problems of desiring something that is not meant for you. As humans, we are very impressionable, especially in our younger years. We tend to desire what other people in our environment deem worthy of desire. Oftentimes, what the masses desire is what looks pretty. Many of us have heard the saying, everything that glitters ain't gold, and that is more than true. Most people think with their eyes and not their heads, so they go for what looks good and not what is good. We tend to have a lot of friction in our lives because we are heading down a path we are not ready for. We desire what the next man has without understanding the responsibility, sacrifice, and energy that go along with it. The infinite God gave us a unique set of circumstances for good reason. He gives us everything that we need to flourish in this world as soon as we are conscious. As soon as we become conscious individuals, which I think is maybe around the age 7, but don't quote me on that, right? There's natural things we're already inclined to. Some of us may naturally just love drawing. Some of us just naturally may be good talkers. It could be anything, but there are things that we're born with that's given to us early on that's just, it's so natural to us. We don't have to strain in order to do it. And the reason I want to pinpoint and emphasize this is because we oftentimes want to, I want to be this. I need to be this. In order for me to get here, I need to be this. But what about mastering what you already have within inside of you? What about building on top of something that's already established by God? You understand? And if you don't believe that you have everything, let me explain something to you. Everything that we think we should have had growing up, an abundance of materials, good parents, sufficient education, money, love, support, etc., has shaped us and is still shaping us to be the man and woman God meant for us to be. Suffering builds strong individuals simply because one has to take initiative and figure things out for the better. This is why gratitude is the greatest power one can possess, to be grateful for what is in front of us, good or bad, and use it to propel us forward. That last part is so key. Gratitude, right? Gratitude. We get so engulfed in our situation. Oh, my situation's so bad. Oh, my parents don't love me. I don't got no money. Whatever. And in doing that, we show God how much we take for granted. We take for granted the fact that we're breathing right now. We take for granted the fact that life is not as bad as it could be. There's people out here that have it much worse, right? And when you start to think about that and have that in the back of your mind, you don't allow yourself to complain about small things like, oh, I don't got no money right now. Oh, my parents don't love me, right? Now, those are things that affect us. I'm not denying that, right? But that's not an excuse to not be grateful for what you do have. And if you can practice gratitude every day, I promise you, you'll be the happiest person on the planet. And I mean that 100%. And going back to the everything that glitters ain't gold, especially in today's time, it's so much more of a danger because we have social media, which is a highlight reel of everybody's life. And we pick and choose who we take a liking to, right? And we don't desire the grind that the people had to go through. We desire what they have, what they accomplished. We don't know anything that happened in between the time when they was a kid to the point they are now. And if we did know, I promise you, we would not want what they want, right? All these people with these nice cars, nice houses, a lot of money, a big following, right? But if I was to tell you that they got molested in their childhood, and that was the reason they have the drive they have today, oh, you wouldn't want to go through that, would you? Right? So we have to be careful what we desire. We must desire things for ourselves and not what someone else's has, and we want the world to look at us just like the world looks at them. I fell short of this, and I'm pretty sure many of us fall short of this, right? I want y'all to understand something. The universe will not give us anything we did not prepare or qualify for. And if we still decide to pursue what we are not prepared for, the cycle of suffering will be inevitable, right? And y'all gonna find this a common theme on my channel when I go back to my earlier years on how I fell short on all of these things I am teaching now, right? The same was for me. When I was younger, when I was young, I was in love with cars, right? I had little toy cars, Hot Wheels. I found them fascinating, right? But I was so young, I really didn't know that, oh, I need to be a race car driver, right? I really didn't know. When I came into the age about like 8, 9, right? I think that was the time, actually, yeah, about 7, 8, that was the time D Rose was in the league, right? He had got drafted maybe a year, had been drafted for like a year or two. And soon I saw him on TV and I knew that he was from the same area as me. He's from Chicago. Now I'm not from the city, but I'm from the area. He's from the same area as me. Man, my eyes was just stuck. It was stuck on basketball, right? I found the love for it. But the reason I desired to be an NBA player so much is because I saw the way the world looked at D Rose. And D Rose was cold, bro. D Rose was cold. And the way the world looked at him and marveled at him, I wanted the world to look at me like that. So I'm like, man, I'm finna be an NBA player. You feel me? Now, I wasn't naturally athletic. I wasn't tall, right? I wasn't naturally fast. You know, you got some dudes come out the womb just quick. You feel me? So these were things that I would be behind on, that I would have to work extra hard in order to get these skill sets. But one thing that came natural to me since I was a child was writing, right? And I remember when I was a sophomore in high school, my world history teacher, he asked the class, what do you guys like to do, like in your free time? A lot of people was like, man, I like to sleep. I like to play the game, da 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 da. And of course, I knew I liked to do those things, but I wanted to say something that was unique to me. I was like, man, I like to write. And he kind of smiled when he kind of lit up when I said that. He was like, that's amazing. I want you to always keep that. Don't ever lose that, right? And I heard him, right? I heard him, but I was dead set on basketball, bro. People could have told me anything. I didn't care. You feel me? I was dead set on basketball, bro, because I wanted what somebody else had, and I took for granted what was already natural to me, what I was already good at, right? Instead of building upon what was already there, I had to go out and find certain things that wasn't naturally within me. You feel me? So of course I fell short. I didn't even make the team most of the time, right? But I kept going because I didn't want to quit. But I say that to say I did not qualify to be an NBA player. Now I could have, but that would have took me years of stressful working out every single day, nothing but basketball, no social life, no girls, none of that, right? And that wasn't for me. But I didn't see that at the time because I was dead set on trying to achieve something that somebody else had. And that led me into a dark depression, but that could have all been avoided if I examined myself and decided, man, them basketball players, they make millions of dollars, right? Playing basketball. What if I found out a way to make millions of dollars writing papers? You feel me? You change your mindset around to fit you. Not what the world thinks you should do, but what you know you already good at, what you know God wants you to do. And how do you know God wants you to do that? You naturally love to do it. No, nobody got to ask you. Don't nobody even got to pay you for it. You feel me? You'll do it for free. And I want to go into another example, right? And I won't be long-winded about this. It was freshman year. Now, ever since I've been a child, right, I've always been handsome. And girls always used to like me. That was never a problem, right? But when I got into high school, right, my confidence was already getting hit in the prior years of middle school because of basketball, mainly. So I'm in freshman year, I got this English class, and it's a girl that's in there, right? And of course, I'm not gonna say her name, and she might watch this video, but she know it's all love and ain't no disrespect or none of that. But it was a girl in my class, and she always just wanted to talk to me, like. And the funny thing is, I was so quiet. Like, I probably was the quietest person in that class. Especially, I'm at a new school. Like, I'm barely saying anything, right? But she always made an emphasis to talk to me. Like, I don't think it was a day that went by she didn't say nothing to me, right? We'll be walking out of class. I'll be going to my next class, not even paying nobody no attention. And she'll just come up to me. And she'll talk to me out of every other dude that was in there. So, of course, I knew she liked me, right? I knew she liked me, but I had never felt a girl like so eager like that. And it wasn't even that she was thirsty. She just really liked me, right? So she was willing to try to talk to me every single day. But me being so immature and so blind, right, that in my mind, I'm like, man, she not my type. Bro, I'm a freshman in high school. I don't have a type, gang. You feel me? I'm a young dude. I don't even know what would make up my type, right? But that's neither here nor there. In my mind, I said she wasn't my type, right? She was kind of short. She was petite, somewhat skinny. And me, my mind is just poisoned with pornography and social media. Oh, I want the thickest, the prettiest curly hair I can find, right? Not knowing, and this is a lesson for all men, not knowing them type of girls that the world wants you to be in love with, them the girls that give you the most problems. Them the girls that give you the most problems. And I had watched an interview like last year, a guy named Game Guy Goldie, and he was talking about, man, dudes always trying to pick and choose what women they gonna go for. They always trying to, you feel me, try their hardest to get the baddest girl in the room, right? But it's a girl over there that's still pretty, and she's staring you down. You're not paying her no attention, not knowing that girl will do everything for you. And it's not like no dark thing that I'm getting into. I'm just saying she really likes you. And you can learn, she can like you so much that you learn to like her. You're like, oh man, she really like me, right? That's why I emphasize choose what chooses you, bro. Because if you choosing what's not choosing you, you're going to have to go through a whole bunch of frustration just to get that and realize it's not what you thought it was. All my young brothers out there, please take that into consideration, bro. Please choose what chooses you, man. Because it chose you for a reason, because it's good for you. Now, hold on. Let me back up, because, people are manipulative. People will befriend you just to do you dirty, right? So you have to have some discernment. But I'm telling you, if you keep that in the back of your mind, bro, you're going to be all right. You're going to be all right. Your life is not going to be as stressful as it will be if you go back on that. Now, I want to give y'all a process on how y'all can recognize and start actually choosing what is meant for you. Let's get into it. 1, study yourself. What do you take a natural interest in? What gifts do you believe are unique to you? How can you utilize that gift? What are your strengths and weaknesses? Ask someone close to you what they think you'll be good at. Analyze and answer these questions with complete honesty. 2, when opportunities arise that you didn't expect, explore them. Oftentimes, God will send people your way who may be able to assist you in your endeavors. Or those people may present an opportunity that will lead towards growth and development. It could be somebody close to you or a complete stranger. The opportunity can also be direct or indirect. 3, study your close human influences. The real influences are who make up your environment. There is a good reason God put them there. Determine if what they possess that is unique to them could be of value to you. Whether their influence is a detriment, something to stay away from, or a benefit, something to get closer to. Now, I want y'all to really think on that third step, because that's key. 4, pay attention to those who are pursuing you, taking initiative to be in your life. Determine if they can add value to your life. They might just be the blessing you didn't know you needed. I want all of y'all to take that into consideration, because I really want y'all to elevate and evolve and be happy, bro. Like I've gotten to a point where I felt what it's like to be truly happy and love what I'm doing, regardless if I got the finances, regardless if I feel like people is loving me how they should, regardless if I feel like people is treating me how they should. I'm still very happy with my life, because I'm doing something that I know I'm supposed to be doing. This is my purpose, and I don't got no doubt about it. And I want y'all to get to that point, because that's a point, man, that when you get there, nothing can shake you up. Nothing can knock you off course, because you're definite and you know for sure that the path you on is the right path. Regardless if you get knocked upside the head, this path that I'm on, this it. Ain't no other path. You feel me? So I hope that gave all of y'all value and benefit, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, talk to me in the comment section, bro. I want to know what y'all got going on. What do y'all think y'all may need help with? Like, what are some things y'all struggle with? Let's have a conversation and let's build, bro. I'm trying to elevate and evolve just like y'all, so let's do it together. 2 minds is better than 1, man. So I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Make sure y'all subscribe. Check out my other socials. Check out my links. I got a newsletter coming soon. I got more things coming soon that I'm not going to expose yet, but they coming. And that jacket that I showed y'all in the other videos, my merchandise is coming soon. So y'all stay tuned and tap in with me, man. Let me know if y'all messing with the videos or not. And if y'all don't like them, let me know. You feel me? I'm going to catch y'all though. Peace, blessings, positivity, love, all that good stuff. We gone.